Hey, you guys. So, back again with another message. I told you guys before, God wants me to come back and talk about the signs of unforgiveness. I'm going to talk about a couple of them. I even had to research some more because God had dropped some in my spirit, but I just want to talk about some other ones. But I researched, and the ones that He dropped in my spirit did pop up, and plus some more. So, I'm going to talk about the ones that I researched and found. But one of the signs of unforgiveness is bitterness. Unforgiveness can lead to bitterness, which can make you um, sarcastic, um, caustic, and condemning. Um, Another sign of unforgiveness is anger, resentment, depression, um, fear, paranoia, addictions. People who are unforgiving can deal with physical issues, and I'm going to get more into the physical issues. And another sign of unforgiveness um, can be a change in behavior. So unforgiveness can impact everyone who comes into contact with you. Chronic anger can increase the risk of depression, heart disease, and diabetes. Forgiveness can cause stress levels. Forgiveness can calm stress levels and improve your health. Y'all, God was dealing with me about this unforgiveness, right? When I had released the other video and He told me I had to talk about the signs of unforgiveness. And a lot of these people that we think are going through um in their body or depressed or whatever, a lot of them are going through because of unforgiveness. Um Someone in the past may have hurt them, and because they haven't truly forgave the person that hurt them, now they're dealing with unforgiveness. Now they are wrongfully doing other people that did no harm to them, making other people pay for what the other person done. And God is saying He's going to deal with that in this season, in this hour. The Bible tells us to forgive, and we want for God to forgive us. We must be willing to forgive others. And um God was telling me that a lot of these people in this season, in this hour, that are struggling with unforgiveness because they're harboring that stuff in, they are sick because they had done harbored this stuff in for so long. It had done released chemicals into their body to where it's causing them to have depression, where it's causing them to be sick all the time, where it's causing them to be um angry, having physical issues, mental issues. It's really a serious thing, y'all. And I've researched it, and I'm sure I'm finding that it's true. All right. Um, some more is, experiencing bursts of anger. People with unforgiveness are petty and impulsive. They can be petty and impulsive. Um, they can be desperate to make you understand how they feel. Compulsive, unable to refrain their experiences. Um, they're not taking responsibility for your feelings or for feeling like or for other people's feelings or for their own feelings. Again, they are sick. They keep a list of offenses. They hate themselves or they find some type of way to dislike themselves. They replay scenes over and over and over again. Um, um, Lord, which keeps them up at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And y'all, I know this to be true because I had a person to attack me, and God showed me in the spirit that this person will wait till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning to attack me, and out of jealousy and envy, and out of operating out of a spirit of unforgiveness, whatever. I didn't do anything to them, but they don't have a forgiving heart. They don't have a forgiving spirit. So whoever really hurt them back in the day, they're just taking it out on anybody else. And then they're struggling with a jealousy and envy spirit. And they tend to plot and scheme and hurt people and try to attack people at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So I do know that to be true. God has shown me that in the spirit myself, and that's just confirmation. Um, um, they gossip about people. Um, they feel righteous and entitled. They exercise poor judgment. Um, they can refuse to confide in others. Um, And yeah, that's the last one. They can refuse to confide in others. Um, Another thing that God just dropped in my spirit: people who struggle with unforgiveness, um, they're not gonna really tell the truth about them struggling with unforgiveness, or they tend to also struggle with the lying spirit, right? Some of them, because they don't want to admit that they have a unforgiving spirit, and they don't want to um, come to truth with it so they can get healed from it, they can deliver from it. And a lot of people, when they are like that, they are in denial, and they're lying to make it seem like it's okay for them to not be forgiven towards others. So they're not really going to tell the truth about the situation. Um, Forgiveness come with truth. Forgiveness come with you being truthfully and honest with yourself. And when a person is unforgiving, they can't deal with the truth. They can't handle the truth, or they don't want to handle the truth. So God just dropped it in my spirit. So I just want to come and talk to you guys about some signs of unforgiveness. If you are seeing people that are struggling with these things, 9 times out of 10 are dealing with signs of it's they're dealing with some unforgiveness somewhere. Um, and God was letting me know that He is dealing with the spirit of unforgiveness in this season, in this hour, because a lot of people are being attacked by other people who are struggling with the unforgiveness spirit, who did nothing wrong to people. All right, just being themselves, being obedient to God, doing the will of the Father. But some people are attacking other people because hurt people hurt people. Like I told you guys in a previous video, hurt people hurt people. And so God doesn't take that lightly when you are supposed to be a bit forgiving person. But now, since you're operating out of a place of hurt, you are bleeding and hurting other people who did no harm to you. And God is going to deal with that in this season, in this hour. But a lot of people don't want to face the fact or the truth about them having a spirit of unforgiveness. Um, and another sign that God just dropped in my spirit is when people try to be tit for tat. That's a sign of unforgiveness. All right. Or they try to find ways to get people back. Um, that's signs of unforgiveness, like how to plot against a person. If they feel like a person did them dirty, they want to get their lick back. Um, and they're not supposed. We as Christians, we're not supposed to do that. We're not supposed to render evil for evil. And people who struggle with unforgiveness, they render evil for evil. So keep that in mind too as well. But I love you guys. I pray that you all have an amazing day. I pray that these signs was helpful. So if you are in contact with someone that's struggling with unforgiveness, pray for them. Keep them lifted up. If God is telling you to be ye separated from this person during the season and this hour that is struggling with unforgiveness, do it because that God wants to deal with them and show them. All right. Because if thank you, Holy Spirit, because the more that you are around them, and they see the God and the light in you, it's going to trigger them to continue to act that way because they don't want to embrace the truth. Sometimes it takes God getting someone to themselves and showing them themselves so they can change. So I love you guys again. I pray that you all have an amazing day, and I will chat with you all later.